The war in Ukraine continues with full intensity. August 26, 2026. A Zu-23 anti-aircraft gun firing on Russian positions. Twin 23mm barrels, originally built for aircraft, now firing on Russian infantry and fortifications. Range up to 2.5 kilometers. The anti-aircraft gun repurposed as a frontline weapon. An ambush drone waiting on a trail in Donetsk Oblast. 2 Russian soldiers moving supplies toward the front come into range. The drone lifts off immediately. It closes in on one of them. He runs without dropping the water bottle in his hand. All the way to the end, the drone reaches him before the bottle does. A Russian soldier drops into a trench dug to block vehicle movement and can't get back out fast enough. An FPV drone finds him exactly where he's stuck. Movement spotted in a dense tree line. A Russian soldier confirmed inside. Too thick for an FPV to thread through cleanly. A bomber drone drops a munition directly down through the canopy instead. The trees that were supposed to make it harder made it no harder. Another soldier, hidden in the tree line, convinced the canopy is enough cover. A drone closes in anyway and finds him exactly where he was waiting. Ukrainian soldiers opening fire on a Russian FPV, closing in on a friendly drone. Seconds to react. What weapon is the soldier using to shoot down the Russian FPV? Drop a comment if you know. A Russian soldier crossing a destroyed bridge. An FPV drone finds him mid-crossing. He doesn't make it to the other side. A Ukrainian FPV closing in on a Russian Neva. 2-door. No quick exit from the back. The soldier pushes at the front seat, trying to get out. Not fast enough. A Russian soldier in southern Donetsk. No gear visible. Walking alone. No clear direction. A Ukrainian reconnaissance drone has been tracking him from hundreds of meters away. A fiber-optic FPV was already dispatched minutes before he reaches the trees. Threading between trunks toward him, the drone closes in from behind. He never turns around. It reaches him from the angle he wasn't watching. Motorcycles. Russia's answer to the question of how to move on a front where armored vehicles don't survive long. Cheap, fast, maneuverable, also completely exposed from above. Ukraine's 42nd Mechanized Brigade FPV operators working through them one by one. At 150 kilometers per hour, the drone closes faster than any motorcycle can pull away. The speed that was supposed to save them becomes irrelevant the moment the operator locks on. Rider after rider, same result. A Russian soldier survives the first FPV pass. The trees absorb it. The operator switches approach. A bomber drone drops a munition directly from above. The cover that stopped the first drone didn't account for what comes straight down. A Russian drone closing in on a Ukrainian armored vehicle. A soldier opens fire and brings it down. 1 shot, 1 intercept. Three Russian soldiers riding in the back of a military vehicle. The drone reaches them before any of them see it coming. 2 Ukrainian assault soldiers in Kostiantynivka locate a Russian group that has taken a basement in a 5-story building. Surrender offer refused. A TM-62 anti-tank mine placed at the entrance and detonated. The basement that was supposed to be a holdout position becomes the end of the operation. No firefight, no entry required. Ambush drones waiting on supply routes across the Lyman-Pokrovsk-Donetsk triangle. Vehicles moving toward positions, motorcycles carrying personnel. Everything that tries to use these corridors gets intercepted before it arrives. Cars, trucks, motorcycles all stopped in the same stretch. None of the soldiers heading to their positions make it through. The routes Russia depends on to move anything in this sector have become the most dangerous roads on the front. Magyar's birds operator following worn trails near Pokrovsk. Paths created by soldiers and vehicles using the same routes repeatedly. The predictability is the problem. A Russian soldier spotted on the trail, right where the pattern said someone would be. Fast maneuver, drone committed. Open terrain, no cover. The route he trusted became the thing that found him. Fresh Russian soldiers arriving at the eastern Donetsk front line. And the first thing they encounter is a drone already waiting. Reconnaissance operators watching the entry points, flagging each new arrival as they reach the area. Untrained, no awareness of what's above them, no time to orient. The front line that was supposed to be where they start their mission becomes where they end it. Some of them never get further than the point they crossed in. Ukrainian Special Operations Ranger Group conducting a raid on a Russian position near the Kharkiv border. Moving in close without being detected, using the element of surprise. The two Russian soldiers inside have no time to reach their weapons before the team is already there. Both surrender immediately. A missile strike on a Russian command post in central Donetsk, direct hit on the parking structure. Streets closed, survivors evacuated. Ukraine is now hitting command posts in central Donetsk. Is the war shifting direction? Russian forces attempting to launch a boat into the Dnipro in Kherson Oblast. Intercepted before it clears the bank. The boat and the vehicle alongside it both hit. Electronic warfare systems on the scene, none of them stopping what came in. Apex Border Unit FPV drones operating inside Russian territory. A self-propelled artillery system located and struck. A gun that was providing fire support for Russian infantry, taken out before it fires another round. Ukraine reaching across the border to hit what's on the other side of it. A Ukrainian drone operator threading into a Russian position in southern Donetsk forest. A drone operator base, camouflaged inside the tree line. The Russian drones hidden there, found one by one and taken out. Then the sweep continues. Vehicles, generators, equipment, everything that keeps the position functional worked through in sequence. Getting into the forest wasn't the hard part. Finding what's inside it was the mission. More Russian Molniya, 2 strike drones intercepted mid-air before they reached their targets. Ukrainian FPV interceptors closing in on each one from below. A drone hunting a drone. The Molniya 2 is fast and built for mass strikes, counting on volume to overwhelm defenses. Each one caught here is a strike that lands on nothing. The aerial war above this front runs parallel to everything happening below it, and it never pauses. A Ukrainian Su-27 delivering a precision strike on a Russian drone storage depot and workshop in Vuhledar, the facility where Russian UAVs were stored and maintained, taken out before another drone leaves it. Kupiansk direction, a full sweep in a single operation. Russian infantry positions hit, fortified shelters dismantled, ground robotic systems taken out, a radar system, electronic warfare equipment, communication antennas, and Molniya strike drones intercepted. The key target, a fuel and lubricant depot, completely destroyed. No fuel means armored vehicles stop moving, logistics collapse, and the assault tempo Russia was maintaining in this sector can't continue. 16 targets hit across Russia overnight, long-range drones reaching oil refineries, airfields, a missile unit, logistics sites. Wildberries in Tambov completely destroyed. Russia intercepted 426 Ukrainian drones in one night. Russia has banned diesel, gasoline, and jet fuel exports to stabilize supply. Oil processing at multi-year lows. The fuel shortages are now reaching ordinary Russians. 105th Border Guard Detachment operators working through Russian targets. Transport vehicles hit on supply routes. Ammunition depots located and struck. Fortified shelters taken out. Russian drones intercepted mid-air. Personnel caught in the same sweep. A full category operation in the same stretch, everything that keeps Russian forces functioning in this sector targeted in sequence. The Lyman direction at dawn, the ground covered in fiber-optic cables left by thousands of drone operations. Both sides running them in massive numbers. The entire contact line blanketed in what's left behind. This is what the modern battlefield actually looks like. The drone is the dominant weapon of this war, and this is the evidence it leaves. Apache unit working through Russian positions. 6 fortified shelters struck, infantry hit in the same sweep, 2 motorcycles intercepted, an ammunition depot taken out. Each shelter destroyed is a position that can't be used. Each ammunition depot gone is a stockpile that doesn't reach any of the guns it was supposed to feed. Systematic pressure, every category of target, same sector. Ukraine hit 16 targets inside Russia overnight, including oil refineries and airfields. A missile just struck a Russian command post in central Donetsk. The war keeps escalating in both directions. Where does it end?